held that one for review. If you don't like bacon, you must be Democrat. You gotta be kidding me.
Needs a song. Every bell cries out to be around. Every dawn wanna wag its tail. Life ain't nothing but a pilgrim trail. Every message needs a dove, and everything grows with a drop of love. We're all hanging on tooth and nail. It's a rocky road, this pilgrim trail. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Sometimes heaven, sometimes hell. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Let's meet up down the pilgrim trail. For a sail, like every campfire needs a tale. We're on this freight train going down the rail. Together on this pilgrim trail. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Sometimes heaven, sometimes hell. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Where everything is up for sale. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Let's meet up down the pilgrim trail.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Workbench Wednesday. We'll be simulcasting tonight on YouTube and Rumble. We do this every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. And we'll be continuing later on Rumble for the after party. So if you haven't signed up for Rumble yet, do that. Link will be in the description for the live feed for Rumble. So check that out. We'll be doing more after the stream. We also do this on Monday nights also. We have an after party. So we're going to be starting pretty soon. So we'll see you there and have fun. welcome to Workbench Wednesday. How you all doing tonight? I said hello to everybody that was in here earlier on YouTube, and then Chris Ruggeri just popped in. How you doing there? And we got Curtis over on Rumble, and we got Gerald Stewart over on Rumble so far. And Why Are You Naked? There you go. He just popped in. Hello, Rob. Good to see you in here. It is September the 20th already. And there goes Low Country Railroad. Good to see you in here. All right, there we go. And Gerald Stewart saying, howdy all again. He was the first one in here on YouTube and on Rumble tonight, as usual. So there you go. All right, good to see you all. Glad you could make it in here tonight. We're going to be working at the workbench tonight, and let me see what we got over here. There's the workbench right there. I did a little bit more since the last time you saw it. And we're going to have to be searching for some other stuff, because if you noticed on the Rumble thumbnail, you see the door that they supplied, and right next to it is the door opening as in the instructions. Hey, Chris Ruggeri, how you doing? Good to see you over here on Rumble. There you go. All right. And over on, he's on both places. There you go. And Jim is on there too. Okay, so Jim's on both places too. Okay, so the door, I already put the framing in, and then I went and found the door that they supplied, and the door is wider than the framing. So we're going to have to go into my Tichy stuff and look for a door that would fit that, or do over again. There you go. Yeah, that's gonna be a tight fit. I'm gonna have to use an N-scale door on that one there. There you go. All right, so everybody's saying hello on Rumble. So now we got Rob, Chris, Jim, and Curtis, and Gerald Stewart over there on Rumble that are active. It actually says we got 24 watching. I don't know how many likes we got, but if you haven't done so already, smash that like button. Let me put this thing up here so you know what to do. You can do it on YouTube and you can do it on Rumble. Yeah, smash that like button. Use a hammer, it'll fit. There you go. I got my little jeweler's hammer, so I can make it fit with my jeweler's hammer there. Okay, Rob says 725. Okay, thank you, Rob, for putting that up there. Okay. Woohoo! All right, 725. There you go. All right. We're getting better and better here on Rumble because we're getting more and more views. I think I got up to 900 and something on not last Monday, but the Monday before last when I was on here. So getting up there, trying to get up to 1,000 views on the live stream. We'll make it there. A lot more than what we get on this other platform here called YouTube. And we didn't do a rant on Monday, so we're going to do that tonight. But before we get to the rant, I have to thank everybody that supports this channel, because without your support, I won't be able to do this, and I'd be lonely. You can now support me on my locals community, Tom's Train of Thought. Membership is free, and by clicking the join button, you can support me for as little as $5 per month. Link is in the description and in the chat. Thank you for your contributions during the live stream. I really appreciate it. I would also like to thank all the moderators who have helped me out in the past years. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. And Jamestown said you would just be talking to yourself on camera. Yeah, that's what I do when I do videos. But nobody, I don't do very much of them anymore. So I'm doing mostly live streams. So Low Country Railroad popped in over on Rumble also. So thank you for stopping in there, and you're over here also. So we're listening in stereo tonight. So we're going to do a rant, and I'm going to do another one tonight because something else popped up on YouTube since the beginning of the week. So here we go. All right, so I don't know if you heard, but Russell Brand has been accused for a lot of things that happened, like anywhere between 10 and 17 years ago, while he was younger and more promiscuous. He claimed that he slept with about 80 different women per month. So media organizations in the UK went out and searched for all these thousands of women and found, I think, 3 women that said they're going to accuse him of rape now. But not actually rape. They came up with some lesser charges or accusations. Now, he hasn't been charged with anything. This is just accusations. But you know what YouTube has done already? YouTube has demonetized him. And straight off the bat. And this is probably why, because over here, now let me make this thing bigger here. Culture, Media, and Sport Committee from the UK, this is what they sent a letter to Rumble and also to TikTok. So I'm assuming that they sent all this, the same letter to all the social media platforms to demonetize them. So this is from Chris Pavlovsky, Chief Executive Officer. This is to Chris Pavlovsky, Chief Executive Officer at Rumble, dated September 20th. So that was today. I am writing concerning a serious allegation regarding Russell Brand in the context of his being a content provider on Rumble with more than 1.4 million followers. The Culture, Media, and Sports Committee is raising questions with the broadcasters and production companies who previously employed Mr. Brand to examine both the culture of the industry in the past and whether the culture still prevails today. However, we also looking into the use of social media, including on Rumble, where he issued his preemptive response to the accusation made against him on the Sunday Times and Channel 4 dispatches. While he recognized that Rumble is not the creator of the content published by Mr. Brand, we are concerned that he may be able to profit from his content on the platform. So I guess Russell Brand got a heads up on Friday. I guess the thing didn't come out until Sunday, but on Friday he did a 4-minute video on Rumble addressing the allegations. We would be grateful if you could confirm whether Mr. Brant is able to monetize his content, including his videos relating to the serious accusations against him. If so, we would like to know whether Rumble intends to join YouTube in suspending Mr. Brant's ability to earn money on the platform. We would also like to know what Rumble is doing to ensure the creators are not able to use the platform to undermine the welfare of victims of inappropriate and potentially illegal behavior. Signed, Dame Carol Dineji. Okay, Chair, Culture, Media, and Support Committee. It's all bullshit, that's for sure. Yeah. I agree 100%. There you go. I think U.S. does too. The British government getting involved in canceling Russell is very disturbing, that's for sure. If a woman doesn't report a rape within a few days of the offense, then it didn't happen. Well, the way that I don't have the articles here, but 3 news organizations said the same thing, word for word. It came out, boom, simultaneously on 3 different publications. And they say rape, but then they have lesser things behind it, say, well, they changed their mind. It was consensual, but they're thinking back 17 years. Maybe it wasn't so consensual back then. If a woman, okay, I already put that one up there. Hey, there's Norman. Where's he at here? There you go. All right. Oh, I forgot. There you go. All right. There's the first one. Okay, so I also have Rumble's response to that letter. And here it is today. We received an extremely disturbing letter from the committee chair in the UK Parliament. While Rumble obviously deplores sexual assault, rape, and all serious crimes, and believes that both alleged victims and the accused are entitled to a full and serious investigation, it is vital to note that recent allegations against Russell Brand have nothing to do with content on the Rumble's platform. Just yesterday, YouTube announced that based solely on these media accusations, it was barring Mr. Brand from monetizing his video content. Rumble stands for very different values. We have devoted ourselves to the vital cause of defending a free internet, meaning an internet where no one arbitrarily dictates which ideas can or cannot be heard, or which citizens may or may not be entitled to a platform. We regard it as deeply inappropriate and dangerous that the UK Parliament would attempt to control who is allowed to speak on our platform or to earn a living from doing so. Singling out an individual and demanding his ban is even more disturbing given the absence of any connection between the allegations and his content on Rumble. We don't agree with the behavior of many Rumble creators, but we refuse to penalize them for actions that have nothing to do with our platform. Although it may be potentially and socially easier for Rumble to join a cancel culture mob, doing so would be a violation of our company's values and missions. We emphatically reject the UK Parliament's demands. So good for Chris in saying that. Doesn't a woman run much faster with dress up than men with pants down? Yeah. There you go. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's the difference between Google and Rumble. Okay, Rob, this is how YouTube attacks conservative voices. First, they attack your income, and if that don't silence you, they strike a ban for you from your platform. That's always the lesser means first. I watched them do this to a lot of creators I watched for years, and the reason I moved to Rumble because this is where they all went to after silence on YouTube and Twitter. And the same thing, Steven Crowder, they're not knocking him off, and they're not going to knock Brant off either, but they're going to hit him a little bit at a time. The last time Steven Crowder, he was just off for a week. He came back on yesterday because something that he posted 15 months ago. So, yeah, YouTube sucks. Have I said that yet? Okay, I'm saying it now. But they did the same thing. The same letter went out to TikTok. Same exact one. And this is to Dr. Theo Bertram, Director of Government Relations, Europe, TikTok. And same exact worded letter, except instead of using Rumble in there, they put TikTok in the thing. So same exact letter, and that was dated September 19th, so a day earlier. So they've been going to every social media and asking them to do something. And of course, YouTube was the first one to cave and demonetize Russell Brand. So the hell with you, YouTube. That's why I'm doing a lot of things on Rumble now, and a lot of other people are going to Rumble also. Yeah, TikTok is nothing more than Chinese malware. There you go. There you go. That's for sure. So that's my 2 cents worth about it. It's getting really bad on YouTube. So screw YouTube. Yeah. Pretty soon they're going to be demonetizing me. They did a couple of my live streams way back in the beginning of COVID. I did a live stream, quarantined in the train room, and they demonetized that live stream right there. That's why SK. That's why SK. There you go. Okay, so. Oh yeah, and you know about the video that they removed because my granddaughter was comparing her foot size with mine when she was 3 years old. So they removed it because it was sexually exploiting children. Really? It was on there for 15 years. That's why smart people don't use TikTok. That's for sure. I've never used it. I never will. So, all right, that's my rant. If anybody else has anything to say it for now, or forever hold your peace, because I'm going to go over there and look for a door. The Supreme Court is supposed to take up for censorship problems on social media this Friday. Yeah, I heard something about that. They're going to do something with, what is it, Section 230. I heard a little bit about it, but not enough to say anything about it because I didn't read into it that far. And oh yeah, and they finally charged Ray Epps with a misdemeanor, and he pleaded guilty. So, boo-hoo. Now they're going to say, okay, now you got your way. We charged Ray Epps. Now be quiet about everybody else. Like, what's the guy from Proud Boys, Enrique Torito or whatever his name is? He got 22 years, and he wasn't even in D.C. on that day. And there's another one that got 17 years. For a whole list of charges. So, yep, Chris Ruggieri, you're right. Yuck FooTube. There you go. Okay, so we're going to go on over. Where are we going on over? We're going to go over here to the workbench and play around over there. So let me turn this microphone off and go over there. Let me get a swallow of my drink. And head on over there after I shut this microphone off right here. All right, here I am. Okay, let me put my phone over here someplace out of the way. All right, so here's the big ass door. right here. And here's the little opening. So you can see that it ain't going to make it. And it's even, looking at it like that, it's even too close to the window. So I have to find another door. And luckily, I have this right here. Tichy Train Group 200-piece windows and door assortment, HO scale, 60 different parts. So let's, and plus I got a bunch of other ones that I bought separately. So well, we're going to have to go through this and find a door that will fit. So probably the doors are all the way down at the bottom. Because all I could see, here's a door. There's a skinny door, but that's got a window up above it too. So let me see if that's the right width, at least. So that one's more like it. So maybe they just put the wrong door in there. So there's one, but this one has a window up on the top too. So I might, if I can't find another one, we might use that one. So these are all, now this one looks a little bit wider, so that's a wider door right there. And I do need a garage door too, because they want you to make a garage door out of in here, but I might be too lazy to make my own garage door. So they got a big opening right here for a big ass garage door, but I got a little one right there, so we won't use that one. Here's a garage door right here. That looks, I might have to make a smaller hole for that, but that might be a solution right there. There's another garage door with no windows. So that looks like, got shutters. And that's a wide door right there. So this one right here that I found first looks like the only skinny door in here. And I may have to use that one. There's not too many doors. These are all mostly windows in here. Here's another garage door. This one's already cut out. That one's a little bit taller, so that one might work a little bit better right there. All I'll have to do is fill in the sides. So I think we'll use that as the garage door. And we're going to have to use this one here with the window above it, because that's the only other skinny door that I have in here. The other, I got two different other style doors, but they're wider. Oh, wait a minute. Here's one. But this one doesn't have any windows in it. I got this one right here, but that looks skinny too. So should we do the one with the windows or without the windows? So let me know. With windows, give me a 1, and without, give me 2. Put it up in the chat, and then we'll see what it looks like. What did I say? With the windows? 1, without the windows 2. Okay, so we'll go with the windows. Looks like everybody's doing with the windows. All right. Yeah, if I move the stud over to fit the door, then it's going to be, because see how close the window is? The windows on either side it's going to be too close. I mean, the windows would be almost all the way up against the door if I did that. Oh, that's the wrong one. Where's the... Oh, here it is right here. See, if I use that door, the windows would be too close to it. So we're just going to use the other door here. So that'll work out like that. Okay. So thank you for that. Okay, then I'm going to use this garage door here instead of trying to build one for the machine shop. Now, going over these directions and the drawings that they have on here, I guess it looks like they screwed up the drawings because things don't fit right. And I'm going to try putting everything back in this box, and it's not going to fit. I have to shake it a little bit. And I got some extra windows here. And some more stuff too. Oh, I got some track stops too. Okay, so all right. Okay, let me cut one of these off of here so I could put the deal back. Next time I go to the hobby shop, I'm going to have to get some more doors because I'm running low on titchy doors. I got plenty of windows, but not that many doors. All right. The titchy window and door assortments are yeah, I liked it. I got it at a good price at the hobby shop in Fort Myers when they were still there, Metro Trainers and Hobbies. They always had good prices on some of the titchy stuff. So that's going to work out pretty good. And I might not have to move these studs. I think this might fit in there. We'll see. Let me put my goggles on here. Well, it looks like it's still not quite, but when I put the planking on there, I think the planking is going to be, where's the planks? Right here. I'll be able to put the planks in away from the stud, and I'll still be in good shape. Nope. I'm still going to have to move one of the studs out of the way or shave down the studs, because it's a little bit thicker than the door. So let me see what we got right here. I'm going to have to move this piece out of here. So we're just going to have to move this off to the side. Get that out of there. And it might fit in there. Nah, I might have to re-glue that. Okay, so I'll just move this over just a little bit. Or what I could do is just take it out altogether and then because we're not going to be able to see behind it. And I'll put one of my panels. That one's shorter. So I'm going to have to cut some panels for this. So this is like a little bit over 1.5 inches. So I'll cut the first one here just a little bit longer. Yeah, I should have 1, 2. Let me cut about a dozen of those for this right here. Okay, I got to read this thing here. Okay, James, I get the idea you're close to my area in Florida. I would guess you go to Try Trains. What other stores would you be near? Well, I'm in Sebring right now, so there's no stores that are close by. So when I go to Melbourne train show, I hit the train store in Melbourne. Sometimes when I go to D-Land, I hit the one train show, the what is it, Roundhouse South, but they have mostly O-scale stuff there. But there's some train stores in Pinellas Park. HR Trains and Zitnik, and I just seen one that's in Largo that I never knew about. I got something from them, and I'm gonna, next time I go up there, October 2nd, I'm gonna have to see what they're all about. And then when I go to the train show in Bradenton, I go to, there's one in Sarasota. Can't remember the name of it, but it's a pretty good one. I've been there a couple of times. I got a lot of my scratch building supplies there. I got some lumber there, and I got my these powders there also. And when I lived in Naples, I used to go to Metro Trains and Hobbies, but they were bought out by another company, and they moved their store, and I think their store was closer to Fort Myers Beach, and I don't know how, if they survived, because they were pretty close, not too far from the coast where it got hit last year with the hurricane. So I'm not sure if they're still open or not. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me do a couple more. Since moving here, yeah, there used to be a lot more stores in Orlando. There used to be a couple of them, because I remember coming down here in 1990. Or no, in 2000. When did I come down here? I came down here in 2001, and there was 3 train stores in Orlando, and now all there is Colonial Photo. They have some trains, but it's mostly photo. You would think that there's more. There's a nice one in Ocala. And where else? I don't know of any other ones. hobby stores don't do well in Florida. Well, in the Tampa and Pinellas Park area, there seems to be a lot of modelers there. So they got, I'd say that they have the most train stores in that area right there. So how I'm going to let me get some of this old glue out of here that stuck to the wax paper. Yeah, there's one in Naples too, Family Hobby. They have some. When I used to go to them too, but they were really expensive. They're mostly remote control stuff though. But there are a couple of remote control places in Fort Myers. Most of the hobby shops in Florida are remote control with airplane stuff and boats. And I'm just getting the crap in here that was up against the wax paper when I had it gluing. Make sure it's not in the way when I'm putting these boards in there. Let's see. I'll use the thicker one. This is a low profile square, but I'm going to use the heavier square, so it's that's a little bit too thick there. So I might have to use the low profile one. Still use the low profile one here. It's not it, but just so I could make sure it's square when I put the first one in. I'm going to put the first one in like right there. Okay, so well, the stud isn't straight, so but the plank's going to be straight when I put it in. So I'm going to work out that way and then work this way, but then I'm going to have to cut it out for the windows. I know the windows are correct because I already measured those. Those are all right. Yeah, most of the time I use the internet, but I like to touch and see what I'm buying. I'm a touchy-feely kind of guy. Adventures. Oh, there you go. Adventures of Lark. There you go. How you doing? Yeah, good to see you. This is the guy that was at the train show at the Villages. Adventures of Lark. Good to see you on here. I couldn't remember your. I knew it was Lark, but I didn't know the rest of your channel name. So there we go. Adventures of Lark. Check him out. Let me see if I could get your link up in here. Okay, there we go. Let me put his link in here. There's Adventures in Lark. Go check out his channel. His birthday was Saturday, so happy birthday again. I hope you found what you wanted at the show. It was a pretty good show. Okay, so we're going to add some glue over here and try to get this thing started and then work our way over on the thing. So I know where I'm starting right here, so we'll get some glue over here on the top and the bottom. And get the square over here so I can make sure that this is all square. And I may just move it over just a little bit to make sure that I could get the window in there too. Oh, that's perfect right there. Okay, what I'm going to do is put the door over here. I know this isn't the best angle for the deal, but let me mark this right there. And put some glue on that side so we could work on the other way, on the other side. Put the square over here. And I might have to just do it with the door in there because it's too thick. So put the door right there and move the panel over. Alright, that looks good. And I'll move this one over here. And it looks like I'm going to have to move the other thing out on the other side for the window, because I got the door a little bit off center, but we'll work with that. Okay, here's what I got so far. So we got the door, we got the hole in there for the door. So this window's lined up. I'm going to have to take this stud out right here for the other window, and I'm just going to cut this piece out right here because I think the window fits perfectly going the, you know, with the horizontal pieces there. But we might just be a little bit off on that side, so I'm trimming that out there. And this window frame is small. It comes in two pieces. You got the frame, and then you got, you got the frame, and then you got the panes that go inside the frame. So let's see how close this is right here. Alright, so that right there, so I'll put some glue here, put a couple pieces in there, and then we'll fill in the blanks later on. And that one's long. Let me go all the way to the end on this one here. Okay, so make sure we're flush. I'm pushing it down on the bottom so we keep the planks straight on the bottom. Okay, so there's that side right there. So what I'm going to have to do is just put some shorter planks here on the top and the bottom for the window. We're going to work on this side over here for the other window. And that one's pretty close to where the opening is. I didn't have to move anything on that one there. Just to make sure. It looks pretty good, so we'll and I'll put this one in place, and Yeah, their drawing's a little bit off. I noticed that. I'll show it to you when I get these other two planks in here. But that's why I haven't done the other frames yet. Oops. Yeah. And usually when you have a drawing that they calculate how thick these are and how thick the windows are, and everything fits in perfect. But I can see on this one it doesn't fit in perfect, because I'm going to have to put this one in here and then trim it down later on. Okay, so on the one side we got 3 planks. On the other side we're going to have like 3.5 planks, because this one over here I'm going to have to trim down a little bit because the stud was hanging out past that. So we're going to let this dry right here and trim the top off, and we're going to add the 2 planks, the top and bottom. It's gonna, and I hope it's 2 planks wide. It looks like it's 2 planks wide. But here's what I wanted to show you here. Okay, you can see this is like a shed in the back. It's this is the back wall, and this is the side walls, and this has an extension on it. So the extension fits on the back of here. Let me show it to you this way. So this is the side right here, and this is the back wall. Okay, and here's the side wall of the machine shop. So the office extends further back than the garage, because it looks like they have the garage, the front of the garage, the same as the front of the office. So you have, I'll try to get it right there. So it's going to be up against that wall right there. But see, here's the overhang right here, which is different. I don't know if you can see that right there. This part right here is wider than this area right here. So their drawings are way off. So that's why I got to play around with this a little bit. So where are the guys with the dad jokes? That's Rob usually does the dad jokes on Rumble, but Bill's Fusion does the dad jokes, but he's not in here tonight. Florida is a lot like Southern California, with rain and humidity almost all year around. Warm too hot. Except between December and what is it, May is the dry season here. we get June through November is the rainy season, and the rest of the year is dry. So we're going to have to play around with some of these walls right here. I'm going to see what we could do with this garage door. I might put a plank on either side of this thing here to fill in for that garage door. So we'll do it that way. Get some of this off of here, because that's too hard right now. All right, we got 8 likes and 40 people watching. We need some more likes on Rumble here. There's Ken Amos Jr. How you doing, Ken? Good to see you. I didn't see you earlier when I put that thing up in there. All right. I'm just checking out the chat right now because it's kind of hard to see. AC is a modern thing. I remember when I was in Texas, we had swamp coolers down there. It was a big square unit that you ran water on the over top of a filter that was made out of I guess it was wood with a fan blowing through it. They called it swamp coolers. That's what our air conditioner was in Del Rio. We had no air conditioning. And when I was in Biloxi, Mississippi, the barracks that I was in didn't have air conditioning at all. We opened up the windows. That was our air conditioning. So I'll probably move the garage door. When I'll do it like that, I'll put two sticks going this way. And then put the garage door in like this. Like so. And then fill in the top. I'll put the bracing in afterwards. So let me get the first 2 sticks in there. This wall is longer than the other wall, so I'm going to have to cut some more pieces. I'll just cut this off of the side here. What we got to do to get this thing going. Okay. Now this one has a slight pitch in it. Not very much. So I'm just going to make about 4 pieces the same size. And then we'll trim it off later. And then after we'll do this, I'll cut off YouTube and just stay on Rumble here. So we could say a lot more. Okay, so this is the front. Okay, so, and I did the bracing a little bit different on here because there's no windows, so I just put 2 side bracings in there. There's no windows in this place. The only opening is the windows in the garage door, so you're not going to be able to see it a lot. So we're not going to have to worry about vertical studs. like in real construction. We're going to cheat a little bit. Oh, Chris Ruggieri says his froze. Uh-oh. So I'm just going to stick a little bit of glue for 2 boards. And put some up here to hold the one board. So make sure we got that square. Push this down. Push that way, up against the square. Push it down that way, up against the square. Push these down. Make sure we got everything square there. Push this one down a little bit. Check it this way to make sure it's over there. Okay, we got that. And then we'll mark this other side. Right there. Okay, we'll put a little bit of glue there for the other 2 boards. I lost my mark. There it is. Okay, so and to make sure we're still square, we'll stick this in here. Move that out just a little. Okay, there we go. Make sure the door fits in there good. All right. And later on, what I'll do is I'll put a cross piece right here for the top of the garage door. Okay, so all right, so there we go. We got this. We got that one started out. All right. Damn fat fingers. Yeah, there you go. Sausage fingers right there. Okay. Rumble took a trummel. Hey, Rocco Railroad. There you go. That's like blaming Heath. Oh, Rumble froze up. Oh, there you go. Well, Reggie's back over there. I used to have fat fingers. Now it's spread all over. It's all over the place. All right, let me go over to the other computer for a few minutes and cut off YouTube. What time is it? It's 9:12. So let me go over there and say goodbye to the YouTube people. And I'll be right back. Okay, everybody on YouTube, I'm going to be calling in tonight, and we're going to go stay on Rumble. Oh, Rumble froze again? Uh-oh. Look out. Holy moly. Refresh. Okay. Reggie Strauss says he had bacon fingers. All right. Good night, everybody on YouTube. I'm going to put on the swirly smoke. Where's the swirly smoke stuff? Thank you all for coming in. Next week is Yom Kippur. We'll be on Monday night. And next week we'll be on Monday and Wednesday. And the following week I won't be on Monday because that's when Debbie's having her surgery. But I might be on that Wednesday, so we'll see. So good night, everybody on YouTube, and stick around on Rumble. We'll be here for a little bit longer. Hello, Jamestown on Rumble. There you go.
Where are you headed? Carry me back to Tennessee. Oh, I got a little girl who's been waiting. Promised that she'd marry me. Mister, can we leave this seat? I'll shovel coal, Lord, to pay my fare. Gotta get this train down to the station.
Yeah, I'd pass on that too. Yeah, Rumble took a tumble.
And Lord, it's cloudy. I've been traveling that lonesome road.
So is Rumble okay now? Everybody's saying it froze up.
Won't that low train carry me back?
It says everything's looking good here now. So here comes the swirly smoke. There you go. Oh, perfect now. Yeah, once we get rid of YouTube, it'll work pretty good, I guess. Hey, DJ Express, good to see you. All right. And Rockin' Russ got his Rumble chat back. All right, good deal. We got 32 watching on Rumble now. That's more than what we had on YouTube all night. Okay, now, all right, good deal. All right. Thank you, Gerald. Train, 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 won't you carry me home? Good night, everybody on YouTube. We'll see you over on Rumble. Bye-bye.